the Let's Talk film series is a part of our, as I told you just now, it's part of our endeavor to bring in more aspects and uh, angle to the language learning process. And it is in this connection that we have the privilege of having two of the best actors that we have today with us. Uh, Once a formal welcome to Let's Talk Film Series, Ajeet Singh Palawat and Ipshita Chakraborty Singh. So both of you, make an explosive combination, I should say. So let's start talking about how you came together. Like, how was the journey? When did the journey start, and how did it start?
Please, Ipshita. First of all, we are thankful to you, to the your administrative people and the entire faculty and the students who are there to listen us. I Anandji personally know each other since last very long. So people who don't know us, it's okay. We are working actor. We do theater. We do films. And yeah, over to Ipshita. She will.
Okay, so before I answer your question, thank you for considering us as celebrities, but I think we are not. We are still. I would say it's a very beautiful thing to feel that we are still students and we are practicing. It's a very beautiful thing. So yes, so the thing is, we met when we were students. Um, and he helped me in preparing for National School of Drama. So yeah, we are together since then, and we did our NSD together. Then we did our repertory. The best part is, I think there are very few plays that we haven't done together. Else, both of us share almost the same biodata.
We belong to Jaipur, and our education, everything's been done in Jaipur. So in 2006, I just went for NSD's workshop and interview, but I couldn't get that time. So in 2007, I had few time to prepare again. So I came to know about Ipshita that she is also willing to compete for the NSD exam. So we both prepared together. And luckily, from one state, one city, from one group, two candidates got selected in that year. So that's how we came together. And the common part was she also loves acting, singing, dancing, and those are the things as hobby, as interest. I also very much into it. So ye connecting points hai. So
Yeah. So, but then don't treat this as a question or an interview. Like, this is a conversation that we are going to have for the next 1.5 hours. So, I thought, Ipshita, you have Kolkata connection as well.
Yes, sir. So the best part is that when I met Ajit, he was my first Rajasthani friend. So I actually learned Rajasthani language, music. It's not that I haven't heard before, but it was always limited to cassettes and films. But somehow I came to know a person who knew what Rajasthani language was. He used to sing in Rajasthani language, he used to talk in Rajasthani language. And I was yes, I am from Rajasthan, Jaipur, but I was a very typical Bengali. So basically, I'm a Bengali. I was more into Bengali music, doing Bengali theater, Bangla theater in Rajasthan, of course. So he was my first Rajasthani friend. So I that this amalgamation of language and culture, it was very new to me. So I was actually learning many things from him. Um, when we met, he actually sang in one of the workshops a very beautiful Rajasthani song, Lavari Jivda Re, which I still love. I love till date. And the first play that we adapted to, that was Midsummer's Night Dream. The name of the play actually came from that song of his. That he used to sing a lot. So Kasumal, there was I asked him what is Kasumal all about, and he said it's a color. But
the exactly color, the shade of color behind us.
Yeah, so it's actually all shades of red. Starting from orange to yellow to red to fire to everything. So somehow I loved the color, I loved the word. So hence I got, so basically, yeah, the tuning kept on happening.
Sure. So it's the Midsummer Ice Cream. The dream started with a song. So can we hear a bit
Yeah,
of the song,
yeah, I can say
Ajit
that.
Singh?
Actually, and I come from a very, strict family background, a strict caste, where we are not supposed to have girlfriends and few other friends. So she is my first girlfriend, whom I introduced to my family, and everybody loved कि यार ये काश हमारी होती. So we really tried, like, made so much effort to convince them, and finally they are intelligent enough. उन्होंने मेरे लिए एक अच्छा साथी हाँ कहा. So we are together, and we have our own theater group called Ujagar Dramatic Association, where we are like running it from like 10 years now. Yeah.
This is the
So we
difference.
do theater and our acting preparation in our group.
So
So
Ajit, like let's hear that song that
oh
started
my
the
god,
industry.
मारू थारे देश में रे निपजे तीन रतन एक ढोलो दूजी मारवण तीजो कसुमल रंग अरे लवारी जिवड़ा रे बैरिड़ा लवारी जिवड़ा रे अरे लवारी जिवड़ा रे बैरिड़ा लवारी जिवड़ा रे ओ मने तारोड़ी हिवड़े रो रे माने तारोड़ी हिवड़े रो रे दूजो कोनी रे लवारी जिवड़ा रे बैरिड़ा लवारी जिवड़ा रे अरे मैं तन पूछूं लवारी जिवड़ा किण बिद छोड़ो दे मैं तने पूछूं लवारी जिवड़ा किण बिद छोड़ो दे हूं तो जा तेरी जोगणी रे मारो हूं तो जा तेरी जोगणी रे मारो कर गयो भगवा वेश रे लवारी जिवड़ा रे बैरिड़ा लवारी जिवड़ा रे बैरिड़ा लवारी जिवड़ा रे.
I can still see that twinkle in Ipshita's eyes after hearing it so many times.
Actually,
So yeah. So Ajit and Ipshita, like the theater is in your blood. It's you started from there, and you still so passionate about theater. But then acting in films require a different skill set. So how did the training that you had in a premium institute like the National School of Drama help you in adapting to films?
When I am on stage, I really feel that I am home. I have not been able to understand, I won't say that I've understood the film language. I still work on my character, the scene. I try to approach scenes in a way I approach characters for stage. But yes, there are many technicalities to understand the camera, to understand. I would say I haven't learned it yet. So I'm still learning how to be. Yes, I feel at ease when I'm in front of camera because I think my focus is still on the character and the scene, which I have made for myself for theater. But yes, I don't know many things. I don't know the language of camera. I tend to forget it. What happens when the lens change? Is the 50 wala jo hai, is it shows the details of my facial contours, or the 100? So I forget. I tend to keep on forgetting it. So when I stuck too much myself on the technicalities, I just go haywire. So I try to focus. I try to keep myself that actor who acts for stage but for the characters. So be the character, try to play the character. So I'm very new to film, I would say. Even if I have done films like Bhosle, I would say I am very new to film, for camera.
And Ajit, what has your been experience like?
Experience like we actor always listen others interviews, like we read their biographies. So somehow whoever I have heard is like Irfan Sahab ho ya Nasir Sahab ho, Om Puri Sahab ho. Uh, the common thing was ki it's just a different medium. For an actor, stage is a medium, camera is another medium. So we just stick on the belief, the our own preparation for the character, because we are portraying characters. We are living a new life. Like the medium doesn't bother at all if you think in that way. So we have to be believable, concentration, focus. जो भी चीजें training ने दिया है, that helps also in before camera also.
Yeah. And also, when you're moving to a new medium, as you have said, both of you have rightly said, it's a new medium. It takes a lot of technicalities into it. Unlike theater, where you are the character, you go on stage and then you are there. Nothing is between you and the audience. Whereas in films, there is a lot of technicality. But then you had the fortune of working with the alumni of NSD. Right? Ajit, you worked with Ashish Vidyarthi and Bhosle. Ipshita, you had the fortune of working with Manoj Vajpayee. So did that help? Like people, they are artists, amazing actors who have successfully adapted to the new medium with grace, and with they have brought in a new dimension to acting, to films and
Absolutely.
serials. Yeah. So what was your experience like interacting with people, those who have moved, your seniors at NSD, and now they are established actors in the new medium?
And for me is like I see them as they also passed out from the same institute where I learned acting. And if they are accelerating in this medium, in camera, so-called camera, how they are changing their technicalities, like how they are like experimenting with their own thoughts, their own whatever they learned from school. So while working with them, I came like, especially you are saying about Ashish Vidyarthi ji, uh, somehow in criminal justice, and now I am doing another film with him. So I'm seeing how he transforms from one character to another. How much like these are the ideal words: dedication, concentration, focus. But exactly how they are using those words, what the explanation they had given to those words, that is मेरे लिए बहुत कमाल की learning है. When I'm seeing them how they are preparing their lines, their characters, their pauses, their speech work, everything precisely. They know exactly where they have to take the breath, they have to turn their glance before the camera. So it's a completely a schooling, a live schooling, performing before you. And if you are capable enough to catch the lessons, the notes, then it's good to share screen with such great actors.
And Ipshita, what was your experience with Vajpayee?
First of all, he's not NSD pass out.
Yeah.
He's not NSD.
No.
He was like
He's in Act One. He has worked in Delhi, but he's not from NSD.
But yeah, he attempted for 4-5 times, and he like relished this thing. Like NSD haven't selected him, but he is still a good actor.
Yes.
Amazing actor as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
But then he has a strong presence in theater, so he has successfully
he was in Act One. He was in Act One. He worked with NK. And I think he has learned many things from NSD notes that he says. That I've had the privilege of working with friends who are from NSD, who have shared notes. So I won't say that, yes, I was not enrolled into NSD. But
because I have heard them talk about NSD. So I was under the impression that he was also an NSD alumnus.
No, he has only this thing in his life, like NSD haven't selected him. But he has the like pride also that still I am a good actor. I'm considered as a good actor in Indian cinema, and even in theater also.
Yeah. So Ipshita, how did he came along? Like, what was the experience working in? That too a very intense film like Bhosle.
Yeah, so I've been lucky that I have worked in films like Bhosle and with Devashish Makhija, because he has given us an environment of theater, to be very honest. We worked on the script, we had workshops, and in which actually Manoj sir also came. So we workshopped for the film. It was not that the script was given and we went directly onto the set. So we had readings, we had talk about the characters. I think what makes theater different from film is also the process. I think any piece of work, if it has process in it, we consider it near to theater. This is the reading, the actors conversing with each other. They are talking about the characters, the scenario, the milieu. And the thing is, when we worked for Bhosle, there were so many rejections of only one particular scene. कि नहीं ऐसे होगा ऐसे नहीं ऐसे होगा. And by the end of the day, when you're on set, you have so many permutation combination and new things to work upon. This is I think these are the few things that usually in films and in India maybe we don't do much of workshop until unless it requires much of a stunt or whatever.
And somehow
So-
Manoj sir, I think, took the workshop with all the actors.
Yeah, so we
He was
had
very much
so
particular
yes,
about that.
so and also what I've learned from these great actors, they know how to conserve their energy, takes after takes, and shooting maybe shooting the climax on the first day and the first scene on the last day and still maintaining that continuity. And I'm not talking about that physical continuity of
But
ribbon यही बंधा है तो वापस ribbon कहाँ बंधा रहेगा, but the character continuity. It's they have seen the film like a painting in front of them, I think, when they're reading the script. But yeah, it was a great learning for me that how are they just so perfect to knit the entire film, even if it's like it is shot like a puzzle. So this
Okay.
is what I actually learned from. Yeah.
So they have the entire thing in mind before they start working.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know they'll be able to speak it out or not. That what they do actually is, but I think it's there in their blood now. He
Now,
knows
exactly.
when to switch on, when to switch off, when he's a family man, when he's a Bhosle, when he's doing Joram, and when he's doing Ray. Matlab, and it's not only with Manoj sir, but many of the good
actor
actors.
who, yeah, many of that, like as Ashish sir, I worked with him in criminal justice, where he was a prosecution lawyer. And another film I'm doing with him, John Abraham and other people are there. So he is a Desi Rajasthani zamidar kind of gunda, not exactly the Raja kind of, but a Gramin gunda, a villager kind of. But how he is portraying this character is like small details. Every time, whatever he is wearing, if there is any like possibility where his character can be shown more precisely, his psychology can be shown more precisely. So he's finding slowly, very small gestures, very small changes. One of our junior from NSD, he is there for dialect and other language training. So he is continuously asking him, "Ki, what is the phrase? What kind of proverb I can use here?" So those thing always, like, for me is the point of attraction. Ki really, if we want to find the details, the minute details of the character, the time, local, space, whatever we can, that can help us. So this thing came from Ashish Vidyarthi ji very precisely.
Yeah. So it's very good that you have brought in that language part that Ashish Vidya plays.
Yeah.
Because I know language is an important component when it comes to acting. This is something I would like to discuss with you. But before that, we have a fan of yours amongst us. Ananya, you wanted to say something to both of them, Ipshita and
Oh my
Ajeet.
God.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Hi, Ananya.
I was just patiently listening to you initially when you said that you are no celebrities, but I had seen your play Hunkaro in Prithvi Theatre, I think, and I saw the crowd going crazy trying to meet you. I was one of the fans I did want to meet, but there was so much of crowd I just couldn't come. And people do know you, a lot of people do know you. They love your performances.
Thank you so
I think
much.
you're like inspiring actors, inspiring for us, I mean.
Because in Hunkaro, you can talk about Hunkaro, where you created that magic with language.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that idea come in? How did you perform that?
Yeah, she will explain it better.
Yeah, I think the credit goes to Mohit. for sure.
The director of the play.
Hunkaro, the entire credit goes to Mohit. How the play came and then how it actually took shape. The entire credit goes to Mohit. Yes, there was this energy of 1 year of not doing anything. Uh, and I was getting agitated that
During the COVID period.
during the COVID period, everything was shut, and now we won't be able to do anything. Mohit also did a play called Color of Laws, which is on Insider. It's till 2031. So it was like it's like theater and film together, but it is actually a theater. But then it was like I was always asking this question and won't be able to feel each other's breath, each other's touch. Is theater gone completely? So it was like that. And yes, there came Mohit and he said, and he came to a rescue. He was like, you want to do theater? He actually gave us a challenge. You want to do theater? Then do something new. With due respect to all the scripts, with due respect to all the writers, let them be in the library. Let us come up with something new. If the world has gone upside down, now why not we trying every people from every, and I think the language came because he was very concerned about the migrants who at a point of time were not कि हिंदी बोलने वाला शख्स. They were actually गांव देहात के लोग who wanted to say something, who wanted to. So why not bring those languages? Why not try those languages? So yeah, and it was a very big challenge for us. And Mohit was like, Hindi is only, it is not my native language. I don't understand Hindi, but I can try to understand it. But if you get Haryanvi or Rajasthani or someone talking somewhere from Northeast, I won't be able to understand. So make me understand that language. It was we were not lucky to get someone from Northeast. We did try to have actors from Northeast also. But yes, we had actors from Haryana and Rajasthan and Sikkim. So languages came upon like that.
And the idea, what he shared with us earlier, we were just having Zoom meetings and discussing how and how we can proceed with this idea. Where are the stories? And so he just said ki nowadays people's concentration span has gone shortened. On a 10-second, 15-second reel, you have to write down, watch till the end. So if people are like going crazy about things, they have very shortened period. How can we hold 100 minutes with different language? So he said that is the challenge. Being an audience, if you consider yourself like we are theater person, we go theater. So you have to take this challenge. Be with us after this pandemic, 1 year of drastic change in our life. If you can pull yourself 100 minutes with the actors, then you are allowed to see new things, new experiment. Else there are the written script, written style, proscenium thing. So okay, people are doing well enough. It's a sustainable thing. It will sustain thousands years again. But the pandemic, how it affects us, we have to think of it. Because in 3-4 months, our everything was shut down. The interest of cooking, interest of talking, interest of reading, interest of watching, everything got shut down. And we were like 8-9 months without any active sensations. So he just wanted to reconfirm that our ears are working. Are we? Because he knew that the time when the trading was happening, early ages, people going from one point to another point, they have no other translator with them. How they communicate? Because they spend months and months in their region. So how they communicated? So he said we have to believe that if we say something important, I think audience can connect and be with us. So they can understand. Somehow it come up with well, intention was good and the result also went well. People are talking about the language now. They say me कि after Hunkaro we know Rajasthani. So I am very happy कि okay चलो मेरा एक ये task तो हुआ कि they can now listen and identify, oh, this is Rajasthani, not the Gujarati. So that happened.
So, Ipshita, when you when you moved to Jaipur and you started doing theatre, you were more familiar with Bangla and the Bengali theatre. So,
Yeah.
how did that transition go? Maybe at this point, probably you can help uh, sing a Bangla song for us.
Yes.
Yeah, I will definitely. Uh, দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পারে, আমার সুরগুলি পায়ে চরণ, আমি পাইনি তোমারে, দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গাঙের পারে, বাতাস বহে মরি মরি আর বেঁধে রেখো না তোরি, এসো এসো পার হয়ে মোর হৃদয় মাঝারে, দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গাঙের পারে.
So, how did that transition happen? Like from Bangla, how could you communicate? Just as you have said, that it's a beautiful point that you said, where you said in your olden times when people used to say something very important, they understood.
Yeah.
So, did that work in the communication also when you shifted from Bangla to Rajasthan?
Yeah, because I was growing up in Jaipur, so it was not that I was not listening to Hindi, I was not listening to other languages. My friend circle was Bengali. I was more into Bengali festivals, and I was going to Durga Puja and Kali Puja instead of Diwali and Navratri. So it was just the difference. I think it was difference of words, but we were celebrating same festivals. So my friends were they from north, they were speaking Hindi and English. So yeah, to be very honest, I actually used to make fun of Rajasthani language, maybe because because there were many Rajasthani songs that. But then when I went to college, I was doing Ghumar dance and I was doing Chirmi. So yeah, the colors. Rajasthan is it is a colorful
Color,
state.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and we are more into white and red. So so I was loving that. I was really loving that. So things happened gradually. Then a Rajasthani friend came in, and yes.
And when talking about the language, Ajit, like when we first met, you were rehearsing for a Malayalam play, for
It was just
Magadhajan by Prashant Narayanan, who unfortunately died a couple of days back. He passed away a couple of days back with illness. He was one of the leading playwrights and theatre personalities from Malayalam, and Magadhajan was one of his best known and best performed play, and you played the part of Hanuman in that, in a Malayalam play. How, like, it has nothing to do with the language that you have practiced or you have been practicing till then.
True. There are a few points, like, just I want to talk about it. One is about the Prashant sir. He was really like an elder brother to me. We met in National School of Drama Repertory Company in 2013 when Kavalam Narayan Panikkar sir came for the Chaya Shakuntalam, and he was assisting him. And somehow we got a good chemistry as a younger elder brother, and we spent time a lot. And he told me ki whenever I'll do a theater, I'll call you. So I was fortunate ki okay, I'll definitely come, sir. uh, I was not sure for what play, what kind of play he is asking me, but I knew that the Indian plays, the classical plays, the style of classical Indian play, he works in it. So I was very much sure, okay, something would be interesting created like that. So he called me in 2014, and I think 2014-15. So I came to Kerala, and we started rehearsal. The good part about the play was it was much physical work oriented and music there. So I just learned the songs first. He told me just you have to sing 2-3 songs. So learned it, and he just introduced few dialogues ki there has to be dialogue between the Makar Dhwaja and Hanuman, else the physical choreography was so much there. And as Ipshita said earlier, I have a very much interest in language, like to learn new language. So I learned Bengali, I learned Marathi, I know Punjabi, I know Hindi, English, somehow something. Then I took this as a challenge कि मलयालम में भी अपन करते हैं, should try being an actor. Absolutely there will be no chance who will believe in me, thanks to Prashant sir, so who can allow me to portray a Malayali Hanuman. So I jumped in, and he helped me a lot. The team was very good. As you said, we met first. So you people like discussing ki, some tweak there. Some in the song, there is some thought, like some breath. So that's how it happened. But yeah, for a non Malayalam speaking actor, if portraying something in their region before them, so it was challenging. But the interest of mine and the help of Prashant sirs and the text, it came up well. So thankful to you people always.
Yeah. So, in the beginning, you said the first play was Midsummer Night's Dream that you came
Which
together.
we did from our group. Yeah, in 2014 we did Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
He has adapted that in Rajasthani, and it is a musical play, music composed by Raghuveer Yadav, the eminent film and theatre personality. So he was looking, ki, I just want to again restart the theatre. So somehow we connected, and he agreed to give the music for the play. So yeah, that play we did around 32 shows all over India, internationally in Pakistan also we went with that play. So yeah, that was Ujagar's first play, the first play which we did.
So, what was it? What was the change that you brought in Ipshita? Like when you're adapting a play like so popular and so famous like Midsummer Night's Dream.
I'll say that about that one thing.
Yeah, because as before you start, let me tell you that all of the participants are literature students and they are all familiar with the Midsummer Night's Dream.
Superb.
So
So,
we are
as
all
you-
interested in to know how you changed that, how you adapted that to us.
So the adaptation part, whatever thing is, she will share. Only I'll praise one thing about Ipshita's adaptation was, we all know the Shakespeare, the god of words, where people, if they get the chance to render those monologues and everything, it's good for the actors. But it's a lengthy play. All the plays he has written, it's a long plays, like all night they are performing. So somehow Midsummer Night's Dream, Ipshita took few scenes into the song, entire scene just adapted in the lyrics and composed it. And the form of the play which we chose to perform, it merged very well. So that was the best part which I found in this script, particularly Ipshita's adaptation. The lengthy scenes were translated in, like, adapted in musical notes.
How did you adapt it when you are adapting a play like Midsummer Night's Dream to an Indian language, to an Indian context? What was in your mind? Like what how did you work on?
I think when I was studying Shakespeare way back in college or NSD, in theory, we had always learned that his writing is universal. His writing is universal. But what does actually universal mean? You can adapt his any play to any culture the way Shakespeare had written it. I mean, the social strata, the economic strata, it just fits well. It just, I don't know how, why, and this is why Shakespeare is a master. And it is not only about the language that you have adapted; it is also about the culture of that place. I never knew that when we'll start adapting it, we actually thought that we will face many challenges, we'll face many problems with it. But the way he had written it, and I would say Shakespeare is one of those writers who have been adapted in India many a times, whether be it on stage or for screen. So people know Shakespeare as, I would say, a writer next door. So it was actually Shakespeare helped us. The script in itself, it helped us a lot. And one little thing, I don't know if it will make any sense or not. It is easy as well as very difficult to get the gist or the essence of a scene and construct it in a song and to tell everything. To be very honest, in Makardhwajan, Sir did the same thing with me because I was not able to learn the words because the word in Hunkaro we say कि उनका धुन एक जैसा होता है. But it was not with Makardhwajam because
She also got the chance to perform in Makardhwajam.
Yeah, sure.
So it was not at all, the word didn't sound the way the word sounds in Hindi. So what to do? And Sir was like, it's very easy to learn a song. You know that, Ipshita, right? Yes, sir. We'll convert the dialogues into song. And he did with 2 of my dialogues. I still remember it. And I remembered it. I was having nightmares of just doing blunders on stage, and I was like, sir, if I forget a word, I don't have any other word to replace this word because I know the meaning, but I don't know the
Words.
synonyms of the word. What will I do? Don't worry, we'll make it in a song, and then you won't forget anything. And same thing happened in the adaptation of Midsummer's too. So it was converted into song, and things worked. And things worked very well on stage.
Brilliantly. Can you two together recall a song from Midsummer Night's Dream?
Midsummer, yes, the Lori.
The Lori one?
Or Socha bhi kaise ki I won't be able to sing. It's
okay. No, but I'll show you the exactly what we are talking about. Kaalo re Kaalo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is
this is the song.
There's a song in the
between
court.
The father and the
in
daughter.
the court when Demetrius and Lacinda, everyone is there, and when the girl says, "Why do I love this man? What are the things?" and the father is saying,
giving his argument, you should not marry him.
You should not marry him. If you do, and if you are doing this to me, you will do to him also. Those kind of. So it was a father-daughter conversation, and
that is the scene.
Yeah, and this is the scene in this album. And the girl says, "Kaalo re kaalo, mhara pritam kaalo, gora sumhane kai kaam re, kaalo ranjha kali laila, kaalo radha ko sham re." कालो रंग है इको बाबुल,
पर मन से है
धनवान रे, जा गोरा की बात करो हो, मन से सब कंगाल रे, कालो रे कालो. So so basically she said that these are the qualities of the man I love, and the man whom you are talking about, he can be a rich and white collared person, but he's malicious. Basically, the thing is malicious. So this is what father says.
Okay.
तू तो लाडली म्हारी गोरा बेटी तू तो लाडली म्हारी थारी खुशी म्हारी जान रे, ई गोरा संग राज करेगी, बात तुम्हारी मान ले, अरे ना मानी तो बुरो करूला, सुन ले खोल दुई कान रे, अरे देऊं सजा थारे को ऐसी कि बाप होवे बदनाम रे. So that is the conversation between father and the daughter.
And it was a 2.5-page scene. So we were like, people don't have they don't have this kind of concentration.
The challenge what we took as in we just want to portray the three stories: the courtyard, the common people, and the fairyland. So I just wanted to keep three stories together. Usually, what people do this, they took the two part, one the fairyland and the workers, nothing else. So I insisted Ipshita कि नहीं अपन लाते हैं, we just do entire midsummer. She said कि यार ये 4 घंटा होगा, who will come and watch? So we said कि okay देखते हैं. Somehow the theme, the style which we are performing,
and then we actually also merged the scene where what was her name, Titania. Yeah, Titania is also given that portion, and over there one of the lovers also get that portion. So we merged the scene. It happens together on stage. In one part of the jungle this happens, and in one part of the jungle that happens.
At the same time it happens.
Same time. So yeah.
And earlier she was saying about Shakespeare. What I learned, what I have heard, the good part of thanks to Ipshita, because when we were she was preparing for NSD, I just used to take notes from Cyber Cafe and give it to her. So that time I just used to read कि क्या है, किस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. So that time I just read something about Shakespeare. So the good quality about, not the quality, but the good part about the Shakespeare writing is like universal thing is exactly there. But the Rajasthan, because the palace, king, a bigger life, and the struggle of their life. So we easily can think of what Shakespeare has written. Yeah, very, very much. Rajasthan is more near to Shakespearean writing, what he has written.
That's a beautiful interpretation. Listening to Shakespeare, like what you guys have done, like just now, it's amazing. Ipshita, coming back to films, like I read an interview where you said there are no author-backed roles being created for women. So you have to create, as an actor, you have to create that space.
Yeah.
What is it like? What is your experience, or how did you feel that when you're offered a character? Do you feel that there is the author backing is not there in those characters?
Yeah, I think this is very disappointing, but it's true. We have to accept it that yes, it is a very male dominating. We have to accept it. So it's not that things are not being written, but the ratio is very less. It's very less. I would say if there are 5 male writers, maybe there's 1 female writer. And at times, female writers also tend to write for men, but it is not that male writer would definitely write for female. It is not. Once upon a time, there was a Tendulkar. It used to happen. Once upon a time, Karnad wrote. Once upon a time, Vijayan Detha wrote. But now it's not there. I would say it's not there. So, yeah.
Even in films like Indian films, there were writers. Gulzar used to create powerful women characters.
Yeah, definitely. I would say films. I think we have only groomed our audience in such a way that we don't get much of a writing or much of thing for women.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but yes, it is there.
So when the writer or the director comes to you guys and do a character briefing or a narration of the character, how do you prepare for that character? Do you go into the details of it or the mannerisms? So how does that work for you? Both of you can answer. Like, what is the preparation that goes in your mind when you get a narration?
For films, I would say it works very differently. For films, you first have to audition. So for the audition only, we ask that how important is this character. I really used to ask if you chuck the character out of the film, will the film change? Will the course of the story change at all? If it does not change, then I don't give audition for it. So yeah, it is there. So, but
once you're into it, what are the things that you look for in a character?
Yeah, I would say that I go through the script many a times. I read it because I still remember once when Nasir sir came to teach us, he said that actors prepare a lot things out of the script, which is okay. but first consult the script because it gives you everything. At least 10 of the people will be talking about you, or you will be talking about yourself. So just read the script, get the character in your muscle, in your brain first. Things will come. And then if you want to add something, then add to it. Be it be, and I think again, one more line from Prashant sir. He said, and somehow things match. You see, we Hunkaros are not moving and giving languages, and sir, or here sir getting songs from us. It was always he was talking about the sattva. If I don't think every actor can get sattva every time. It is just maybe one moment, but it is that search of that one moment. If we can find that one moment, one comma for ourselves, it's a lot. So yeah, it is just that search.
And for me, uh, the directors with whom I have worked, luckily their theory about the art making, about the actors, it helped me a lot. So I have kept those words, those theories with me, and I always find interesting a new character. Whenever I'm like, films are still, we are new, we are trying to make our voice in cinema. But on theater, whenever I read a new script, so I'm just so excited. The best nowadays, after 35, 36 years age, in my senses, I can say the best exciting part when I read the new script, because I have no clue what kind of character, what person he is. After reading the script, I can get an idea, but still, I don't know. So that the element I took from theater in the film also. Whenever I'm auditioning for a new character, or just I am like finalized and with the director, we are reading, having sessions with it. So that the bubbles in my stomach and everything, that triggers me a lot, because if we are somehow manage the state vulnerability somehow, then the script and the other characters can give us lot of things about the character. And while working on those points with your own preparation, I think we can pull the real character, the real soul to the product, to the film. ऐसा वाला मेरा है.
I got the point, but then when you're working with in theater, you go through a continuous rehearsal process where that interaction happens between the actors on the stage, and finally, when you go on stage, that transformation automatically happens. The moment you are there in the limelight or the spotlight, everything changes. Whereas in films, as we discussed it in the beginning itself, there are a lot of factors coming in where, as Ipshita said, the climax might be shot in the first day one, and the opening scene will be shot in the last day. So that jumbling up is happening. So how do you find it changing? Whereas in theater, you have everything in your mind. The character goes from this point to this point. Or whereas on the film, the director takes a call, which is going to be shot. So do you find it difficult, or how do you adapt to it?
Earlier, when I first encountered with that process camera, that time I was really agitated ki why we are not taking scenes, rehearsing, why we are just relying on the lines ki just bol do aur ye chal jao. Few performances, just I was like trying to understand the medium, the camera, how, what language is familiar on this set. So I was just trying to find that earlier. But nowadays, I have something to say. I can directly go to the director and ask him कि sir मैं ऐसा ऐसा सोच रहा हूँ. Can we think of this way? So luckily I got a chance कि where director allows me, maybe the character, maybe my theater background, they listen कि okay, what exactly you want to portray, just share with me. If it works, they allow me to perform. But in this entire exercise, what the point came to me is like the processor in stage, it's a 45 days rehearsal. You are processing one step at a time, slowly you are making everything together. But in cinema, where you have to be like result oriented, instant आपके पीछे 300 लोगों ने lights लगाया हुआ है, everything are like set for this particular scene, particular line, so you have to be processed fast. That time I have to take the help from my training, from my experience, that how much the truth of the script I can pull from my point of view. So that is the process thing. ये मैं अक्सर सुनता था, now I believe in it. Stage is completely actor's medium. आप you are rehearsing 45-50 days, but when you are on stage, there are नहीं on stage.
Oh.
When you are on stage, there is only you and audience. Director will not come, he will not say anything. 2.5 hours, 2 hours, you are there with your character, make believe audience that you are making that magic. Before camera, it's completely director's medium. Camera is director's medium. Listen your director again and again, what exactly he wants. Okay, if you are thinking me in a way कि मेरा पीठ दिखेगा and I have to be so much passionate and all, मेरी पीठ से दिखाना है, so it's his call. I, being an actor, I just carry what instruction he is giving me, what he wants me to portray. So those mediums, directors and actors, वो शायद मेरे को help किया थोड़ा.
And also, as Ipshita said, like how the lenses are being used, where are you being shown from? So that also matters, right?
Exactly, sir.
In camera, I also think that you have to surrender yourself. You have to surrender yourself to your director, because it's his medium. You are actually his puppet. Jitna bhi you prepare yourself, your character, it's good. But when you go on screen in front of camera, if the director does not want it, you just can't do it. You won't be able to do it. So it's better that you surrender to your director, do your preparation, learn something at your home, and if the chance comes, then unlearn it and surrender yourself to the director. I think, yeah.
And now your remember your recollection of your how you portrayed or how you worked with Prashant for that Magari character in Magaradhajam.
Yeah.
Ananya has a question related to that. Ananya.
I was just wondering, you said that the 2 hours are with you and your audience. So, if you like, do you have any memories of any time that you messed up your dialogue, and then how did you cover it up? Do you improvise? Like,
Yeah, there are very examples.
There are many examples. There are many examples.
Where you missed the line or you forgot the line.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think most of the actors have experienced the same thing, and they feel almost the same thing, that there's a blackout, then there's something burning over here, and you get to know that you have forget, but what have you forgot that you don't know?
And see,
Yeah.
Ananya.
yes.
Yeah. So the good thing, I'll just explain. In theater, when you are improvising something, it's a live form. You are live on stage and you are improvising. So that is the only thing which we can like do in theater, not in camera. Because when your mistake happened, camera will cut, director will say cut. You will again rectify and give a good shot, okay shot. But on a stage, if something happens, then your entire head to toe awareness, whatever call for the actors, it comes to save that piece, save that your whatever you're performing. So there you identify yourself ki how much you have learned about, how much you have lived that character, how much you have believed in other characters. So you somehow manage to overcome that problem. So it happens only in theater, not in camera.
Right.
Okay, and Carolina, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead with your question.
Such an interesting views, and it's lovely to hear her singing. It's like it's so pleasing and everything. But I want to know which books help you to prepare for your performances, not the texts on which the plays or films are based. I want to know which books help you to prepare for your performances.
I won't say that there is only one book, and it is not that every time I follow only one book. It's actually the practical classes by my teachers. I actually rely most of the notes that were given during the classes by Anuradha Kapoor ma'am, Adil Hussain sir, and then Nasir sir, and then not the entire exercises in some acting book. I won't say that I follow Meisner throughout. I won't say that I follow Michael Chekhov throughout. But yes, the psychological gesture, if I would say that, what is it? What is it? I have to be just vigilant and very observant anytime. This is very cruel, but it is very fact that even if you're crying in real, but if you can remember in your good times that why did you cry, how do you cry, it will add something to your character if you get at some point of time. It is cruel, but yes, actors have to do it. So yeah, these are some of the, this is not from only one book. I won't say this is one book, but the preparations are, but yes, if you want to really read, go for Meisner, the elementary book. It is very good. It is very good. Go for it.
You have been traveling across India with your plays. Even you have went abroad with it. So how do you, when you get in touch with the local culture or the local people, so how do you do you look for the new elements there which you can imbibe into your repertory of emotions or expressions?
Nowadays, I am just thinking a thing about the Varna Ashram. The Varna Ashram is mentioned in Manusmriti, Bala Ashram, Yuva Ashram, Grahastha Ashram, and Vanprastha Ashram. So it has a particular age period. We were just thinking ki earlier it was 100 years, people were like living 100 years, so 25, 25, 25, 25. Now it's a span gone shortened. So I was so curious ki in Bal Ashram, you are just learning, you are just like playing, enjoying everything. And when you are in your Yuva Avastha, Yuva Ashram, you are little responsible. Ki, okay, I have to. When you are in your Grahastha Ashram, your responsibilities has changed and you are, but your learning, the last two ashramas not went haywire. They are with you. The bachpana is there with you, the young generation's power within you, and you are experimenting new things. So the idea of whatever we have learned, concentration, focus about the acting, each every word was like we have done 100 of exercise. Ki just laugh. Why you are laughing? You are just strengthening your core, your resonators. So that's why you are laughing. Nowadays when we go to new people with new characters, new style of acting, new piece of art, like whatever it is, theater or film, where they are just saying new things which attracts you. So now I have not to stop and practice those things. They suddenly come up and be with me. So I'm just keeping those elements always. While working in Makar Dhwaja, I still know ki that was the bow in the scene, and 5 7 singers are there and they are beating that. It is their folk form. So I just came to know, okay, so this kind of a folk form Kerala Malayalam literature has. Nowadays I haven't seen anywhere else. That was the
Yeah.
only one time where Prashant sir mentioned it. They have a particular kind of style in singing, particular text they render. So those elements lifelong will be with me. So it helped come from the school training. Ki whenever things are happening around me, I have to be open, aware with my senses. I have just keep it. Ki, okay, whenever I need to use it, I'll use it. Else they are with me. So it happens. I'm just saying this example as in ki if we are learning something, we have to give ourselves. Enjoy that period. Enjoy that time. It will come and it will help you to another time, another period. How you don't know. Just be 100% whatever you are enjoying. So that's why I just said ki nowadays we are in Grahastha Ashram. So I'm thinking, okay, I have to enjoy this also. Something come up that will I use in next ashram.
Okay. So Munir Hussain Azad, he has a question for you. Munir asked, where do you find the true essence of acting, on stage or on screen? And there is a second question that do you see any research area in contemporary cinema where a scholar can go for?
True essence.
Where I connect to the people.
I know it is always brilliant being live. I don't know. Um, I enjoy acting. It is not that I don't enjoy, but somehow when I'm on stage, um, I become a patient, and my audience is my medicine, because I can see when the eyes are twinkling and when are they clapping and when they want to cry and not able to cry. It is just so live that the essence is it's what I derive from the audience. So it is just that. Else I love acting, but maybe this is
Exactly.
yeah. So
I completely agree with Ipshita. And for just sake of this answer, just I'm saying that to be honest, wherever you are in your life, really that is the best thing you will experience. Whenever you are true to yourself, true to the situation, uh, just leave it what condition you are in, like you are doing theater, film, be true, enjoy that moment. So whatever Ipshita is saying, yeah, exactly, they are there. But being a truthful, it's a magical thing.
So there's a question whether the Midsummer Night's Dream that you have done is available on video. Is the recording available there? Your Midsummer Night's Dream production?
Oh,
Midsummer Night's Dream production. You must be knowing it. We have
I have
recording.
I don't have a recording. We were just so young, and I'll share my screen with you once. Wait.
Share. What do you want to share?
The YouTube link. One we made a somebody said ki you guys should make a YouTube trailer kind of thing where people can see your this show.
Sarana has a question here.
Yes, sir.
Sarana, please go ahead with your question.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to ask this question. I've been having such a productive evening today listening to both of you speak at length about your love for acting and regarding the elements of cinema and theater acting differences. So thank you. So my question is, what is it that both of you do to continue and improve your acting, be it for any medium, when the external scenario or atmosphere doesn't support you to do so? Like, you might not always have a very supportive atmosphere, but you still have to continue the process. So my question is, what is it that, ma'am and sir, that you continue to do to constantly improve and stick to the thing that you're doing? Thank you.
This is a very vast question, I would say. The answer is very vast. I think any art form, when we start, it just remains our hobby. But when we continue it becomes a job. And everything. It is not only a hobby anymore, it's our livelihood. So people have to, well, I don't know, any kind of adversities you can take, you can actually assume, be it be from family, but I think our family is very supportive. Now they understand what we do. So barring that, all the external adversities, when the things are not working out for us, uh, this is what we love to do. I love to do. So if I am not getting happiness, if I'm not content with what I am doing, and the best part is, for us, things are very episodic. I actually don't continue doing it anymore. Be it be any production, be it be, if it is not, if I feel a certain kind of a play, certain kind of production, it is not healthy, it is not going well, I actually don't do it, because I just do it because I love doing my work, my job. And if I'm to be very honest, any 9 to 5 going person would also do the same. If they're not happy with the job, they quit it. So if I'm not happy what I am doing, I quit it. But yes, not acting, the particular project. So yes, it is very Same.
And the
Same.
thing is ki, if you are an artist, if you are an actor, singer, dancer, whatever you are, if you want to be live, if you want to live life, you have to be with this change, constant change. And the good thing about, if you are happy with those changes, if you are happy to accommodate those changes in your life, then it's life is sorted. Else there is will be a struggle where you want to prove someone, prove something, leave it. If you are enjoying something to learn, go with it. If you are just not happy, leave it. So make it very easy, very basic thing. You know, there is a quote somebody says ki back to basic. Ki if you are struggling somewhere, go to basics. Be there, spend some time, and come take forward.
And I think for every artist, it is very necessary that they must ask this question. I think days are gone when we used to say कि हम मतलब theater क्यों कर रहे हैं? Why are we doing theater or any such thing? We should really ask to ourselves, why are we doing it? Why are we doing this particular thing? Is it only to get claps? Then more questions come. What are we getting from it? Is it only we are talking about the money? There are many things that we do for money, but we don't like it. So why are we doing it? Are we satisfied from within? And this is, I think, this particular field, being an artist, be it for stage performance or a painter or a singer, why are we doing it? What are we gaining from it? We should keep on asking ourselves. And it is not about कि we are giving some kind of interview to a paper saying कि आपके performance से society को क्या सीख मिलती है. It is not about that. It is about what it is giving to my being. ये करके मुझे मिल क्या रहा है.
Yeah,
So-
but then as you have said about Hungaro, like it's not just about claps or it's not about appreciation.
No,
It's a
not at
need.
all.
It's a need. It's a
Absolutely.
survival need.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
Barkha
for us
Bhatia.
also,
Yeah.
the best part is about Hunkaro is we talk of hope,
Mhm.
we talk of people matlab, to gain more strength. But if we really look to the stories, it's full of pain, sorrow, grief. So yeah, this is the reality that we are battling all these things through hope.
And artists, as artists, we have to respond to that.
As artists, we have to respond to it. Yes, absolutely.
That's true.
Whenever we start something, ki just I want to become a dancer and start dancing, that gives you enjoyment. When you are saying ki I'm a singer, you are practicing a raga and you are singing like you, it's giving you pleasure. But after a point, when you are going into deep, like what exactly it is, then there are a new world. There is a new world. You have to interact with it. You cannot say कि यार अभी मजा नहीं आ रहा, so I can leave it. It's your choice. What I said कि be true yourself. If you are choosing कि I won't do this, okay, be happy with that choice. If you are choosing कि no, I have to be with this in profession, whatever changes, whatever challenges are coming, I'll rectify, I'll accept it, and I'll solve those. Then enjoying, that's again your choice. So be specific with your choice. If there are so much surrounding, people are just comparing yourself to the others, if you are not strengthened enough, you will lose it. So I'm just saying to me, to the other, my students, my friends, everyone, if you have chose, be with it wisely कि हाँ यार मैंने choose किया है ना, मैं इसमें खुश हूँ भाई, तो रास्ते will automatically come to you.
Yeah, Barkha Bhatia, you have raised your hand. You have a question?
Good evening, everyone. I have a question for both of you. Like, what kind of research or what kind of research area can we follow through film studies and cinematic theories? Although we have studied when I was in my graduation, we have studied various books related to cinematic theories and how cinema really works. We have been shown certain movies of past, various movies where mirror action or mirror technique is used, how mirror technique is used to represent the character, and how cut is happening, how like directors knowledge, we have all so much gained out of it. But what kind of research area or research theories or like cinematic theories can we apply in our research if anyone wants to go for further research in cinematic
Yeah, I think this in itself I have to learn from somewhere and then answer. This is a very difficult question for me. I don't think I have any answer to it.
And after hearing your question, the thing which came in my mind, just I want to share it. Ki the research, who have been research in this previous world, there was the particular thought where they wanted to like interact कि ये इसका plus minus क्या है, हाँ ना कहाँ जाता है. Then somehow I think all the research came up. So if you have particular interest कि while studying in your graduation कि this area is not being covered clearly or like specifically, I think you can go for that. But pointers we cannot share because we are just actors in this medium also, and this question also triggered us also. We should think about it.
Sorry, what was the question again? I really didn't get it.
And
It
we
was
just-
something very
Like what I
good.
understood, like Marka was asking whether there are any research areas that you can look in film studies.
I really don't know, but it just came up abhi in my mind because in past few months, the films that I have seen, I would say the Bollywood films. I won't talk about Hollywood or because they are doing something brilliant. But it's my fault that I tend to pick points from our films only. So it is always. I would like to ask people who make films in Bollywood that actually what do they want to show? It is what are they talking about? Because I really don't know, Barkha, this cater to your question or not. What I am asking or saying is, there was a film called Court, which gained accolades throughout the world. But the problem is people around us, they don't understand what Court talks about. What is it that's lacking? Are we lacking in the grooming of our audience? I think filmmakers should actually seek to that how can they groom their audience. Film like Animal that we happened to see it 2 days back. What are we actually talking about? Really, what points? What is the, because we say that it's a director's medium. What is the actually director trying to say? I mean, where do you actually close your film? Where do you actually start your film? What do you want to say from your film? Why are the people not getting what are you trying to say? And are they getting some wrong message? And if it is not what you want to convey, then where are the things going all about? So, what are your views about Salar, which I haven't seen? Salar, sorry.
No, actually, this question really very interests me. Like, Indian cinema, what exactly it is? Because we are a diverse country. People are making good cinema is Malayalam industry, Tamil,
Right.
Telugu, Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, everywhere. But exactly what Indian cinema, Bharatiya cinema kya hai? What kind of Bharatiya cinema paddhati, the acting style, Bharatiya cinema acting kya hai? We are just like, so we are just portraying impressions कि हमने किसी फिल्म में किसी कैरेक्टर को देखा and we are just portraying same. There are very few performances where you connect directly because the realism, the reality of our life, society's reality is very different from the other films we are like inspiring jo ho raha hai. So what exactly Indian cinema, Indian acting? So I think after your question, this rang me in my mind also. I also think, yes, what exactly the research pointers are there and what cinema we are with. कि मेरा acting style Indian style है क्या? Am I an Indian actor? Just because of I born in India, I belong to Rajasthan. It will not say कि he is Indian actor. Exactly where it is. So ये मुझे
I think technical aspects can be learned in any institute. They'll teach you. You go to abroad, maybe you go to SIFTI, FTI, or any good film teaching institute. They'll teach you technicalities. But I think there should be I mean, what kind of studies? Like we do doctorate and PhDs in our in different subjects in colleges. We should have people who work on the kind of research you're talking about. That actually, what are we catering to? Who are we catering to? What
Beyond the technicalities.
Yeah, beyond technicalities, what are we actually talking about in our films? Why are we making films?
We need to start talking about the sensibilities and the ideas that we bring in through our mediums.
Right. And I would say it actually includes our censor board too. What are they actually chucking off the film? Does it really make sense? What do they edit from the film? They also don't know how to edit.
Yeah, sure. So Ajit bhai, like, did you manage to get that video upload or?
It's a very early, like, young बहुत time.
Was it that Ankush created?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's very rough and
it's nothing.
Don't judge the play with this trailer. What we are going to show. Everyone was hardly 18, 19, 20 who created this YouTube.
But we kept it.
Yeah, and YouTube still has it. The best part is.
Barkha, I think I know exactly the point we said. वो research area नहीं बता पाए, but is it okay we somehow?
Barkha, film acting and working in movies is a totally different profession from film research. That's right. It's like asking an engineer about medicine, you know.
Thank you for saving us.
Like writing and criticism are two totally different things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is Kasmal Sapno.
Very.
नाटक दो प्रेमी युगल के इर्द गिर्द घूमता है। ये प्रेमी अमरोगढ़ के रहने वाले हैं। यहाँ के राजा परिणय सूत्र में बंधने जा रहे हैं। उन्होंने राज्य के सभी कलाकारों को कला प्रदर्शन के लिए निमंत्रण भेजा है। इसी निमंत्रण को पढ़कर अमरोगढ़ की एक नाटक मंडली पास ही के जंगल में अभ्यास करने पहुंचती है। प्रेमी युगल भी किसी कारणवश उसी जंगल में पहुंच जाते हैं जहां परियों का बसेरा है। यहाँ परियों, प्रेमी युगल और नाटक मंडली के बीच जो रोचक घटनाक्रम चलता है वही इस नाटक का केंद्र है, जो दर्शकों को हंसाता है और गुदगुदाता है, कसूमल सपनों दिखाता है।
लुक छिप न जाओ जी, मन दीद कराओ जी, रा क्यों तरसावे हो, मन सकल दिखाओ जी। हरी शरारत सब जानू मैं तो धरी, हर सले उन बंगा दी मैं कह लगे। मर बिगड़ में जागी दो कणी रे, चंदा में थारी चांदनी मन दामन में बाती को सीरे। झुम 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 मर बिगड़ में जागी दो कणी रे, चंदा में थारी चांदनी मन दामन में बाती को सीरे। झुम 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 जाओ जी, मन गीत कराओ जी, क्यों तक बसावे हो, मन सकल दिखाओ जी। हरी दौलत सब जानू मैं चौधरी, हर चले उन बंदा जी मैं कह लगे। हरी में जागी दो कड़ी, चंदन थारी चांदनी मन दाम।
So it gave us an idea about what the ambience is.
Actually, in Rajasthan, there is a form called Nakal. A very interesting performance style, uh, which we adapted in this Midsummer Night Dream. Uh, uh, it has a very unique story, Nakal form. In particular, that form, the people who do this peanuts और वो जो गरम करने वाले लोग होते हैं, the people used to have this stalls and make this
They used to
peanut.
sell peanuts.
Yes. So those people were asked to perform in marriage, like in another city. So they usually improvise Laila Majnu, Heer Ranjha, Sheer Farhad, love stories with their local information. Local, they were the newspaper kind of thing. So in a marriage, they will say about their city, their state, what is happening over there, and they will narrate the Laila Majnu story. So we took it that form for this production.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, and thank you so much. People are enthralled by that visual and the song. Thank you so much for spending so much of your experience with us.
Thank you, Anand Bhai. Thank you.
Thank you for
It's
inviting
always-
us. Thank you.
And
Yeah. So to top it, can we have a song together? Both of you can give us a
Yes,
song
we will.
together to end it on a musical
we
note.
will give you a song from Hunkaro, and
Beautiful.
we were supposed to show this piece to Prashant sir. So this is a small
Tribute.
to him.
समंदर डाक्यों नी जाए बायरिया समंदर डाक्यों नी जाए बायरिया शैनोड़ा बायरिया जीनो मदरो बाज शैनोड़ा बायरिया जीनो मदरो बाज कागद होवे तो बाचल्या बायरिया कर्मण बाच्यो जाए बायरिया कर्मण बाच्यो जाए बायरिया शैनोड़ा बायरिया जीनो मदरो बाज शैनोड़ा बायरिया जीनो मदरो बाज आज उतर में दुधड़ो बायरिया झीणोड़ी उडरे गुलाल बायरिया झीणोड़ी उडरे गुलाल बायरिया शैनोड़ा बायरिया जीनो मदरो बाज.
Thank you very much. It's a very emotional moment for all of us, like for those who know Prashant.
Absolutely.
Kalyani, please wind up the session. Kalyani, that's Midsummer Night's Dream for you and the
Yes,
students.
I'm speechless with all the singing and all the things that you've spoken on. This is far more meaningful than research and all the academic things we do with films.
We are very, very happy, thankful to Anand sir and to you all, like who gave us a time to listen in this time. Thank you very much.
Even though this is a question that came to my mind. We just listened to the Coke Studio song in the Chaudhary song. Is it a real folk song?
No, it's being written and being composed by Amit Trivedi ji and Mame Khan. So we got the permission from him. He allowed us, and we just sang on stage. We didn't use that. It was in before 9 years. So somehow some student, they like copy this song for this trailer. Else we live sing on this. Yeah.
Always, Anand, thank you for this great opportunity. It was so inspiring. I don't know what I'm doing here teaching English literature sometimes when I listen to people like you. You have such a colorful, wonderful life.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So you have given us too much of a customer sapna for all of us.
Nice.
Thank you, Ajeet Singh Palawat and Ipshita Chakraborty Singh for joining us, mesmerizing us. Yes, truly mesmerizing.